How much is one pi in dollar terms?
No, we don't. We don't have that, and because that is unknown for the current period.
Yeah. Well, and one thing to consider here, unrelated to the market conditions, is that as the base mining rate has been decreasing internally in the Pi blockchain, and it used to take you about 2 days to mine one Pi, and now it takes about 3 days to mine one Pi. So it is possible that down the line that the price for the KYC can go down to people who have to pay less than one Pi, but completely unrelated to the market.
One Pi is attached to the value of all the labor people spend on validating this application.
So you can't take the Pi out and send it to Coinbase and cash out. You can't. Okay,
yeah, that's the point of the enclosed network.
Enclosed network, yes.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. And so, like during the bear market, do you guys continue to see just as many people mine, or do people kind of lose interest and stop mining a little bit?
No, we don't see any big difference.
Completely unaffected. Yeah.
And what is their incentive to mine if the Pi network tokens don't have any monetary value? What's kind of the incentive for people to continue mining? Is it just because it's fun and there's a community and there's an experience behind it? Or because I always viewed the incentive for people to stake or people to mine is because they could earn an income from it.
Yeah, I think it's more of we have the vision of building a utility-based ecosystem, and to really crack utility, it's not Rome is not built in one day. And to build a real ecosystem, you need a lot of infrastructure and you need a lot of attempts to try what it will stick and what is the real use cases. And along the journey, in addition to mining, we also educate our community about the way to achieve long-term vision. And also, in essence, our network is, free to join to start and more fair distribution. Unlike, many other conventional way in crypto that, tokens are sold. We, never sold any token, and, 80% are for the community and the network. So, it's basically a more fair participation into this ecosystem to build the ecosystem together. It's not just, we are not just we provide the thing for the community. It's all the core team is only one participant of the network, and every user and member and developer have their responsibility to contribute to the network to build. And this network and ecosystem cannot be built in one day. And that's the mentality and that's the spirit of Pi community.
How long do you think it'll take? Is it like a 10-year, maybe a 20-year plan for this to kind of, come to fulfill the grand vision? Or is it closer than that?
I think it's hard to say, but, for the next 3 or 5 years, I think even for the general crypto industry is to figure out and overcome a lot of obstacles for the industry as a whole and obstacles for a specific project. For the industry itself, it has knowledge obstacle. How do people perceive cryptocurrency and the industry? There's a lot of disinformation and misinformation. How do we remove those? And then there is also the regulation obstacle, meaning that we need more clear rules. There is also the application obstacle. What the meaning is that we need to figure out how crypto or blockchain based service can integrate with everyday people's life to create actual use cases and useful services so that people use it for its intrinsic value, not necessarily as only, an investment tool. So they are using.
What would some of those applications or use cases be? Like if you could put that into some concrete examples.
Yeah. So one direction that the Pi network and I think the industry are trying to have innovation. In addition to all this DeFi, the very native blockchain applications is the social applications that integrate with cryptocurrency. I'm not just referring to NFTs or games, which is a booming vertical of the crypto space, but also using cryptocurrency to integrate designing social applications, not just copycat of the Web2 type of applications, but using the incentive and disincentive systems of a cryptocurrency. Now you're at the time you can use economic mechanism inside your app logic to create better content, to curate, more high signal content than just in the information silo of machine learning. And you can also, use this cryptocurrency as a mechanism to motivate and mobilize and leverage the crowd wisdom, just like our KYC application is an example of leveraging the power of the crowd in order to scale certain services. Like this type of applications is, I think, for the next 3 or 5 years that the industry can explore, and will have true innovation instead of a copycat of Web2 or just very finance related, and to explore different type of verticals of applications and utilities. And this is what Pi is trying to do, given that we are already at the advantage of having a big social network to start with.
Yeah. So what do you kind of think of Elon Musk buying Twitter? And I just asked this because he tweeted out and was talking about, he goes, myself buying Twitter kind of expedites the timeline for X, the Everything app. And the Everything app is supposed to have, a crypto wallet integrated with it, and work and play and social and all this kind of stuff, along with payments. And it kind of sounds like that could be maybe even a competitor to Pi Network. Is that how you guys think about it?
We don't see things as competitor. And this is so new. This is so new industry. Every type of innovation is welcome. And also the fact that, I don't know what Elon Musk thinks about this, but the fact that he, have Twitter and then also interested in crypto as demonstrated, the fact that these two, social network and also crypto, merged together seems to be in line with what I was describing just now. Like in the social app, vector, there might be innovations using cryptocurrency.
Yeah, and in a sense, the strategy he proposed makes sense. So he said we need to take Twitter off the public market so that we don't have these external dependencies where Twitter may want to take some non-conventional, non-consensus moves, which if you do it as a public company, you have to look at how the market price of the stock of Twitter would go. So removing those external interferences, then you can try to focus on innovation that will be a long-term innovation. On the short term, if it was maybe loses money, less advertising, something less about the company, but in the long term creates a better product. And that's, I think, what he was trying to do there. In a sense, this is similar to our strategy for enclosed network. So we have the enclosed network right now to